Are we live?
We're live.
Oh. Welcome back, you bunch of animals, the Track Walk Pod with Peach and Evan, where we talk all wrong opinions on Formula dude. Formula dude.
Formula One, dude.
Formula dude. Viva Las Vegas.
Viva
Las Vegas.
Viva Las Vegas.
Dude, guess what? It's race week.
After another
Break.
long-ass break.
Mid-season break. Now listen, dude. Stop doing that. Stop doing the breaks. I don't care about the driver's well-being. I don't care about the logistics. I don't care about the team's well-being.
That's why we pay you.
Yeah, that's why we pay F1 TV. It's not to give these guys
so
breaks. You guys are getting paid dozens of millions of dollars a year, and you're sitting there and not doing shit for 3 weeks at a time.
We want entertainment.
More, dude. More. More entertainment.
More. But it's back.
And we're back, baby. We are so fucking back.
We have a race weekend. It's in Vegas. Do you have any desire to go?
Vegas? Not. I mean, like, it would be cool to go, but I don't think I would. I don't think I would be able to, like, allow myself to front the cash
Right.
to do that one. Like,
Right.
it would cost the same amount to go to a race in Europe.
It would just be so crazy to have to find a place,
Yeah,
pay all that money.
dude.
You can't eat anywhere for a reasonable cost,
No.
I don't think, either.
No, it would be a fucking nightmare.
Yeah.
And to people who can pay for that, I applaud you.
Good for you.
God damn, I'm not doing that.
It is crazy geographically how close it is to us, though.
Yeah, right. I mean, yeah, compared to everything else,
Yeah.
right? Around the world.
Yeah.
Even in Americans and all.
Even in the States, too.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, it's not far away.
Not at all.
Colorado, dude. Yeah, it's not far.
Well, we have some Christmas decorations.
We do.
Very-
Danny Ricardo is all dressed up.
Very festive.
Silver bells, river bells. It's Christmas rhyme in the ritty. Hear them sing. Ring-a-ling.
You're done.
Okay, what? So do you believe in the Christmas situation being earlier and earlier every year?
What?
Like Christmas song, like the second Halloween ended, I started seeing Christmas commercials like during football.
There was an early push to Christmas, and I was even feeling it. I asked Sarah if she wanted to decorate this weekend,
Really?
and she said absolutely not.
So she's
So
a
it's
Grinch. Is she a Grinch?
She might be.
She's a Grinch.
It's a split house. I saw the decorations out in the old kitchen.
Yeah.
And I was like, Sarah, we can start early. She goes, nope, not till after Thanksgiving.
You're
It
shitting me.
looks like you guys might be in a different household, huh?
Right. Yeah. I believe.
You don't subscribe to that.
No, I believe in starting Christmas in around July, maybe the end of July,
Okay.
right after the 4th of July. Even maybe we'll push that back.
Okay.
Um,
Sure.
The second 4th of July happens, I'm like, it's Christmas, dude.
Sure.
It's Christmas.
It may be because I was trying to rack my brain and thinking about the early snow, and I don't think it was early, but the amount of snow, I was like, Christmas time.
It was a lot. It was a lot. Christmas time. Why are you guys here? Why are you guys listening to this?
What do you mean? This is great content. Drop us a line. Let us know when you start decorating for Christmas.
Yeah, how about you guys do that? You know what? We're gonna stop doing F1 stuff, and we're just gonna talk about the holidays.
I love it.
I love it, dude. I love it.
Favorite Christmas movie? Go.
Wait. Die Hard.
Okay. All right. Do you want to ask me?
Nah, I'm good. Let's get started.
Nope, I'm fine.
What is your favorite Christmas movie?
The Grinch. Jim
Grinch.
Carrey.
Yeah.
Oh.
No, it's great. Grinch, Elf. What's another good one?
Is there a go-to movie marathon that you enjoy around the holiday time when there's not much to do?
I mean, I love having a Christmas Story on in the background.
Okay.
Classic, dude. But outside of that, not. I mean, like, Christmas Vacation. That's my favorite movie.
Yep.
That's fire, dude. Chevy Chase crushed that.
Yeah. We
Uh,
well, I typically have Lord of the Rings on during the holiday season.
Wow.
Just a marathon.
Okay.
And we started the Harry Potter marathon too.
So you're just enveloped in a world of make believe.
Yeah.
Okay.
My life is a fantasy. It's not real.
All right, plug us out. We need to talk some F1, dude.
Yeah, we do. Everyone, go right now and follow Track Walk Pod on all of the social accounts.
You're already here. Is
Twitter.
the thing.
Right. Twitter. Snapchat. Instagram.
MySpace.
TikTok. MySpace. Threads. Go follow us on the socials. And then also, go follow us wherever you ingest, take in your
Podcast.
Your podcast. Yeah. Anywhere. Subscribe, like, follow, do all the things.
You're
Rate us.
already listening right now. Why would you? It's just a click, dude.
We would appreciate it.
We
appreciate all of the fans we have currently.
Fans.
Welcome to the fans that we have now.
Welcome, people.
Track Walk Pod on all platforms. It's easy.
Invest now.
All right. What do you have on the docket for us, bud?
The docket. We really don't have much. We're going to be bouncing all over the place.
Bud?
We have the Monaco extension
Woo!
to 2031.
Is that breaking news? Breaking news.
Oh, breaking news. Yeah, Monaco has been extended through 2031. We'll talk about that. We have the new livery reveal layout in London
Yep.
this year or next year.
Buy your tickets now.
Buy your tickets right this second. They're going to be worth something.
Yeah.
And then we have Kick F1 team Alfa Romeo Sauber, Alfa Romeo Kickstake F1 team Sauber. Find an identity, you know. They have a new livery reveal for Viva Las Vegas.
Good for them.
Good for them, dude. Good for them.
And we
then,
have a cancellation of a special livery.
And then Red Bull has canceled their special livery for Vegas to save on weight.
Yep.
The championship's done.
And
We'll
last,
yeah.
Don't give up too much. That's what I'm saying.
Okay. Cost cap. We got the cost cap raise. And then we got the upcoming race, Las Vegas.
Lando comments.
Oh, we do have some Alain Prost Lando comments. Some
Just
spice, dude. We're gonna drop some
wild.
Yeah, and then we'll do Vegas race predictions, and then we will get the fuck out of here. We will not bore you guys
Get out of your
to
life.
death. Yeah.
All right.
Okay. With that being said,
Here we go.
let's crack up. Brew.
Nice.
That was pretty good.
Cheers.
Cheers, buddy. Let's talk some F1.
We're just getting into it. We're getting right into it. There's no segue. There's no need to ask another question.
What did you guys think of the song?
No, there's no need for it.
What did you guys think of that song?
We're getting right into it. What's our
Let us know in the comments.
What's our first subject, Evan?
All right, first subject. Breaking news. The Monaco Grand Prix has extended their contract with Formula One through 2031. Now,
Initial thoughts.
Initial thoughts is I don't mind it. I don't mind it.
You cannot take off such a legendary and iconic race. City? Is it a city? What is it?
It's a principality. Is that what it is? A principality?
Maybe. It could be. But
Why do you guys listen to this?
But such a historic location to Formula One. Like it's so ingrained in the fabric of Formula One, you can't take it away. I understand the race kind of blows.
But listen, dude.
But it's so ingrained.
It is. It's part of Formula One's DNA.
Absolutely.
And the fact that, like, the fact that they've only made minor changes to the track layout, I guess it's cool because you have the Max Verstappens, you have the Lewis Hamiltons, you have the Sennas, you have Ascari, Fangio. They all have driven on relatively the same layout through Monaco.
Right.
Something about that is very cool.
Right.
And I enjoy that. And just because you have shitty fucking race cars now, they're just gigantic.
They're just so massive.
They're massive, massive cars. So it makes for shitty racing. But
what if they did go-karts for this one weekend?
But I think, what other Saturday is more exciting than Monaco?
Right.
There's no other Saturday like it. And like,
I do love that it falls on the same weekend as the Indianapolis 500 too.
That's also
just like the most
so sick.
The most iconic races on the same weekend.
Yeah.
Cuz it's always for us it's always over Memorial Day weekend.
Yeah.
Which is cool.
Yeah, it's been around for 75 years.
Dude, I told Sarah this was our topic, and she goes, "Can't they just make it bigger?" I go, "Yeah, they'll just move the buildings.
Yeah, they'll demolish several buildings, historic buildings, and then they'll just make it better.
Not in a mean way." She's like, "All right, I'm sorry." They'll move.
No idea.
They'll move the bay.
Yeah.
But the car size change, like you said, is so minimal. Do you think it's going to make...
for 2026.
Do you think it's going to make a difference?
I don't think so, no. I think it's just going to be just as shitty racing. But something about the culture of it, like, it's only the top tier in the world.
Right.
That
the top 1% that can go.
Yes, exactly. Which is... There's something cool about that. Exclusivity of it. We were looking at... When I went to Austin this year, me and my buddies, we were just like, how much are paddock passes? Like, just for pretty much every race. I think the cheapest one was a Mola. Was the cheapest. It was like $5,000. I was like, that's better than Vegas. That's a better experience in Vegas. But so for Monaco, we looked up the price. We were like, all right, how much are Monaco paddock passes?
I bet it's...
Do you have a guess?
Yeah.
What?
30?
Bro.
Based off of the 5? No? More?
No. There's no price. They're like, you don't get to buy your way into this. We pick and choose who gets to come into the
You
paddock.
have to be invited.
Exactly. There's shit. No, like, we looked it up. We were like, how much are they? And it was like, no. You don't get to pay for this experience.
Yeah, you're not invited. If you have to ask how much it costs, you can't afford it.
You can't go, you fucking pussy. You broke fuck. But that, I mean, like, that's the whole name of the game in Monaco. It is, I mean, and why would you take away, like, it's obviously every driver's dream is, not every driver, but most drivers' dream is to get into Formula One. And then once you get into Formula One, your next dream is to win a race, and then it's to win the championship. And then outside of that, another sidebar of that is you want to win at Monaco. That seals your legacy.
Right.
Or a legacy. I mean, like, all of the greats have won in Monaco.
Right.
And there's something to be said about that.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And
I'm glad for it, right? Like,
don't take it off the calendar.
Everyone's gonna hem and haw at it later on and be like,
everyone always bitches about it.
Like, well, it's not even a good race. Why would it be here? Like we said, this whole friggin' time, dude. It has to be.
It has to be.
You can't remove it.
Right. And you know what? 2023 was an incredible race. Do you remember that?
Yes.
Where it was raining, everyone was crashing into the wall. They put fucking Fernando on slicks in the rain. What are you doing?
Right.
It was an incredible race. Rain makes that place insane.
Yeah, absolutely. What do you think, like, having thought about it for the initial 8 seconds that my brain will allow me to think about one topic, like 2031, that's not that far away either.
No, it's what?
We're
Six. That's 6 more Monaco races.
we're really gonna run into it again and have the same conversation 6 years from now. Should it still be on the calendar?
I wonder if people have been saying the same shit for so long.
Right.
You know?
Right. Like, how long has it been that the races have declined in, what would it be? Like, declined in excitement or declined in like quality?
Monaco specifically.
Yeah. Like, how would you qualify that?
Yeah, it's tough. I mean,
Like,
it is
viewer
subjective, right?
satisfaction.
I mean, like I was satisfied
Right.
with last year's
Exactly.
race, and I was satisfied with this year's race just because Charles Leclerc won, and I was like, good for the kid,
Right.
good for the fucking
Right.
kid. Like everyone,
Viewership is down? No.
yeah, everyone. I mean, it's just a fun weekend. I love Monaco.
The hype around it.
The
right?
hype around it, and it's just like what you were saying with the Logan Paul fight, right? That just happened.
Yeah.
It's not necessarily the fight that was like,
Yeah.
wow. It was the build up to it.
That's
and
a
what
great
you said.
analogy. It's
Yeah.
going to be the same thing. Like, at the end of it, you're like, yeah, I probably could have foreseen that,
Right, I
that
expected that.
outcome, but it's the buildup.
It's the buildup of it that's so much fun.
Right.
And yeah, like you said, like, yeah, you probably know who's going to win after Saturday,
Right.
but it makes for a very intense qualifying.
Oh, for sure.
And
you know that it's almost like it is a track that qualifying matters more so than the race.
yeah. And honestly,
Track
bro,
position.
like, if you're bitching about Monaco, how about just don't watch the race on Sunday?
Right.
How about that? Just assume that it's going to be bad and don't watch it. And I'll enjoy the fuck out of it. How about that?
Just don't be negative. Like, why is there got to be so much negative comments about it? Like,
Yeah,
it's
it is wild.
another race. It's another chance that we get to enjoy Formula One. Like,
Exactly.
get off your high horse.
Yeah.
Like, everyone thinks everything is so personal to them. Well, it wasn't what I expected. Well,
No one gives a fuck about what you think.
absolutely, dude.
And all these drivers, I'm sure, I mean, like, it's funny because, like, this year, you know, every year Max has been close to the running in first place, right, for Monaco.
Yeah.
There's always a shot that he's going to win. But this was, like, the first time, maybe not the first time, but this is, like, one of the only times that he's been in the back of the pack for it. And he's just like, oh, this is fucking boring. They should take this off the fucking calendar.
Bullshit.
But when he was winning, he was just like, this is the greatest shit ever. Like,
Yeah.
I love Monaco.
Yeah.
So it is funny, the flippy flops on that. But
I wouldn't even call it like a necessary evil because it's not an evil, but it's just like maybe a necessary headache.
right. And it's like, it's good for the sport too. I mean, just think about how much revenue it brings in.
Imagine how much money they would need. The Formula One or FIA would need to make up for the lost income and revenue that they get from a Monaco weekend.
That's a great point. I mean,
Like, you can't. That's got to be something. I wish I was smart enough to say like they would miss out on X amount of dollars, and it would take them X additional races to make up that lost.
But we don't know
revenue.
math, you idiots. All right?
That's above our pay grade.
That's above our pay grade, which is 0. So if you made $3, that's still above our pay grade. But yeah, that's a good point. I mean, like, I'm sure that would take 2 or 3 extra races to make up if they took off Monaco off
Yeah.
the calendar.
You know what we should research sometime? Maybe.
Oh no, dude! I'm not doing any research, bro. I'm
Maybe-
not doing it.
Maybe. Hear me out.
Ugh.
Hear me out.
All right.
Is what goes into the calendars or like negotiating these type of deals.
You know, that's fascinating. It would be fascinating.
like,
to
is
see.
it the FIA paying the principality, or what'd you say was the
Yeah,
principality
I don't know if it is or not,
of
but-
Monaco? I think it's like a city state.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's like a city state.
Yeah.
But is it them negotiating the contract to allow the race to be there, or is it Monaco paying the FIA to have a race? Did I say that correctly?
Yeah. Is it like who is trying to
paying who?
chum who? Who is trying to chum who? Is it F1 trying to be like, can we come back to Monaco, or is it Monaco being like, come on?
And I'm curious as to why they only decided to do. You're seeing deals that go out to 2040. Why'd
Yeah.
they decide 2031?
Who knows, dude? Who knows? But
Money driven, I'm sure.
money driven, and it's weird. Who is sitting in these meetings, being like yes or no?
Right.
Who?
I want to shake their
Stefano
hand.
Domenicali, and who else?
Yeah.
The Prince of Monaco. Who? Who are these people?
Is Monaco a monarchy?
Yeah, I don't know. Monarchy.
Ooh.
Wow.
Wow.
Wow, dude, we have nothing to talk about today, guys.
We're grasping at straws.
We're grasping at straws.
Excuse my reach.
Hey, who was the? Did you see that thing that came out with It was. This isn't on our set list, but like, wasn't it the son of McLaren
Excuse me.
or the grandson of McLaren?
This is going really well.
Well, what else do you guys have to talk about or listen to, right? But like,
Sorry, go ahead.
he was like a steward in the race in Brazil, or was it the U.S.?
Oh,
Hey, did you see that?
I think I saw it in passing.
And he was like,
Not enough to talk about it.
whatever, you know
No,
what?
me, but what was it? A family member was a steward?
Or in the FIA, something like that. But yeah, I think he was like one of the stewards.
One of the race directors.
Exactly.
Yes.
And it was like he was like behind, giving Max Verstappen the penalties.
Yeah,
or,
I
like,
did
something
see
like
that.
We don't know what we're talking about, but
I didn't read into it, but like,
and he was like, yeah, I don't agree with Max Verstappen's moves. And guess what? Like, neither does Zach Brown or Lando. It's like, what?
well, of course.
Those are
yes,
the guys you asked?
they're battling. I feel like maybe there's some like, it was like 3 degrees of separation or whatever the saying is, or 2
Yeah.
degrees of separation, but there wasn't much pushback from commentators or anyone that's in the F1 world.
Yeah.
To those, I mean, sure, was there a breach of or like a conflict of interest? Maybe, but those penalties were still fair.
True that. Heard that. Okay. That's enough of that. We don't know anything, and we make that very fucking clear.
Everyone,
Very clear. We don't
everyone
know
in the
what we're talking-
comments.
This is for the most surface level of people who are involved in this. The most surface level, dude. Whatever. Okay.
Maybe if we have more followers, everyone,
Hey.
they could be
hey,
they could be our full-time job, and
we
could-
have plenty of followers.
we could give you some real insight.
All right.
All right.
All right. Next up, we have the livery reveal is now going to be all in one place, all at once
What's the date?
in London. The date,
I told you. to write
February
that.
18th,
February 18th.
2025.
25. Dude, that is right around the corner. That is a quick turnaround.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, like,
It's November. That's 3 months.
yeah.
That's
We're not even done with the
wild.
season.
Oh, that's gonna be so sick. Do you think that it will be a success or a flop? Do you prefer to see each individual, or would you like to see them all together?
It depends on how they do it, right? Like, it depends on how they're going to be revealing the cars. If it's like an F1 TV, like, hour and a half thing, fuck yeah, I'm in.
Right.
But I would choose that over, just looking at Instagram and seeing cars being revealed, like, every other week or
Yeah.
something like that.
I can appreciate that they are looking at social media trends and just, I think, global entertainment trends on making an event
Right.
for it.
Another avenue to make fucking money.
Yeah, they saw they see and have seen what these mega events can do. Case in point, the Jake Paul Mike Tyson fight.
Yeah.
Like they see that if you put a exclusivity around something in a huge event, the hype factor is going to be there, and
Right.
people are going to be more tuned in. I appreciate it because I don't have to remember launch dates, or I have to look back to the Instagram post to see, oh, today is when Haas is releasing the car.
Exactly.
And then you can't find the stream. You can't watch it.
Right.
Nor do you really want to. You just
No.
end up seeing it on the internet or Instagram.
They drop it on yeah, exactly. So like if they made it an event where I mean like think about F1 TV, right?
Yeah.
They're like, "Hey, let's make it exclusive on our platform." And because anyone has an Instagram, right?
Yeah.
Everyone can get an Instagram and they can see the livery drops. They're like, "How about we make some fucking money on this?"
Let's make sure that it keeps people engaged and entertained. We'll have sick interviews, hopefully,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. So if F1 TV makes it like a production and an actual
I'm
like
sure they will.
whole thing,
It's at a stadium.
yeah. So if they do that, I'm all on board. Especially because during that time of year, you're like fiending for Formula One stuff, dude.
Yeah, and I don't think there's. I'm trying to think. I don't think there's much sports in February. There's still hockey.
I mean, yeah,
Is the
you got the
NFL
Super Bowl,
still? Super Bowl.
Super Bowl at the beginning of February.
Yeah.
Hockey, and then a month later,
Got
like
NBA
pitchers
finals.
and catchers report.
We
And-
still have NBA.
NBA Finals is in what, June?
Mm-hmm. No. Is it?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, NBA and NHL.
Yeah.
So it'll be like the dog days of fucking spring.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
you don't have shit going on.
For sure. The the craziest thing, and I always like when I see things that you don't see, and
Yeah.
I can like break it to you, is the fraudulent tickets that is all over the internet. Like I think I don't know who did the press release, but it's like if you look up this livery release, all it is tickets being sold now are fraudulent and won't be honored.
How many people buy? You know, a lot of fucking people bought tickets for it,
Right.
and they were like, we barely even got the date
Right.
and the location.
Or you would know, like, when it's a big concert like the Taylor Swift stuff, there's like a virtual line you have to wait in.
Right.
So, I mean, sometimes after the fact, you're like, oh, common sense, I should have known this, but I'm sure it's like frantically like, I want to go.
Yeah.
And you just buy them.
Whoever made what, I don't even know how you would do that.
Hopefully you paid with a credit card.
Hopefully you paid with a credit card and you get your fucking credit back.
Dude,
No debit cards.
speaking of credit card fraud, what is it's the snow gear brand that has the apostrophe in it.
Arc'teryx?
Arc'teryx.
Really? What about them?
Someone got my credit card number somehow and spent $1,000.
What?
Yeah.
You're kidding.
I got it back. Like I reported it as fraudulent, but
Yeah.
I was like, holy shit, someone had a day.
Damn.
Good for them.
I wonder how easy it is to catch people like that. Because you're sending it to an address, right? They're like, what's the shipping address? We'll go and fucking kill them.
They're like, this is the fraud department. Yeah. Don't you have assassins, don't you, on staff?
That's what I'm saying.
Are you saying frog or fraud? This is the frog department, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. I was like, Jesus Christ. I called to like contest it. I'm like, I'm not fancy enough to shop there.
Yeah. What did they say? Did they give it back? They're like, yeah, you're not fancy enough. We'll put that right back on your card.
Yeah.
So-
They're like, we've seen your purchase history. All we ever see is $15 Amazon, $15 Amazon.
Yeah,
Like, you are a cheap motherfucker. Like, we've never seen you once make a purchase over $100. And if it is, it's beer.
Yeah, exactly. That's why we pinned it right away.
Like, this can't be him.
Any oodles. Yeah. Fraudulent fucking ticket sales for London for the livery reveals. If you're falling into that,
Hilarious.
guys, come on, man. Come on, guys.
I wish I could sell fraudulent tickets. I could use.
That's what I'm saying. Just
I
walk.
could use an extra couple bucks.
Yeah, dude. Just do it on the fucking, what is it, the dark web?
Oh, scary.
Scary.
I've never been. I
Um,
would like to.
yeah, I don't know. Guys, figure it out, man. Figure it out. I guess that's easy to say as an American because that's like on the other side of the world and I never even thought about it.
Yeah, it's like I'm not buying
I'm
tickets.
not buying fucking tickets, so it's easy for me to say don't do it. But hey, man, wait till they announce tickets. How about that?
Yeah.
Okay. Jesus Christ.
What kind of liveries do we got going on for? That's next, right?
We have
Livery drops.
Oh, but for that, we also have Max Verstappen saying, like, Max Verstappen is so anti anything outside of racing. It is so funny. He's like, I hope I'm sick that weekend.
I think he said, like, I think I'm gonna be sick that day. I told that to Sarah, like, thinking she would laugh at it. She's like, that's a fucking horrible attitude.
Yeah, you don't get it, Sarah. You don't fucking get it.
Which I agree. I mean, like, he's obviously kidding, right? Obviously, he's kidding. It's a pain in his ass. He does these things because he has to. I liken it to the Marshawn Lynch days, where he's like, I'm just here so I don't get fined. Like, they don't love to do it, but you're a pro fucking athlete, and
it's just part of the thing.
And people want access to you. They want to hear what you say.
Right.
So you have to do it. Sorry.
And people,
but it's fucking hilarious.
It is funny, and yeah, it's because he just, if it were up to Max, he would be on his sim until it was time to hop in his car to go and race F1.
Yeah.
And then while he's in his F1 car, he'd be like, when can I get out of here so I can go and sim race?
But I do wonder, like, I wonder what other type of hobbies he may have. Like, what if he's really into knitting? He really enjoys crochet.
I think he genuinely is just racing only.
Really?
And there's no hobbies outside of it. I mean,
you think he likes to lift or work out? Or is it a necessary evil?
It's a necessary evil, I think. Okay. I think for him. Yeah, I just think like that whole, all Max wants to do is fucking race. I think that was just beat into him by Yos. Like,
or he just got the, it's like, I guess put it into a different context, right? Like, not the bad context of his father abused him and made him drive, but like that's your take all the time.
What?
That his father didn't love him.
Right. Yeah.
That's your take.
I agree. Yeah.
No, but like, I guess, like, think of it in context of the winter. Like, all you want to do is snowboard.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
All I want to do is ski. Like, he can do that whenever he wants, all of the time.
Yeah.
So I don't think it was beat into him. I think it's just the bug that he has.
Yeah. Yeah, probably.
He's like, I get to drive the sickest cars in the world. Like, same thing. Like, if you could snowboard wherever you wanted, you're like, I have the sickest setup right now, and I get to snowboard around with Travis Rice.
Yeah.
Right? Like, I think it's the same thing.
Yeah. That's true. It's
just a different context.
Yeah. Okay. That's a good point, Peach.
Thanks.
Dang, dude. Okay.
Next, the specialty Vegas liveries.
Ah, yes. So, as of yesterday or today, Kick F1 Team Sauber, F1 Team Kick Alfa Romeo, Stake F1 Audi, Kick Stake F1 Team Sauber.
Dude, before you release this, I was looking up because, like I said, I want to systematize the prediction process.
Yeah, not process, systematize.
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
And maybe automate is a better word too. But I was looking at the standings just to go what order we should go from, and I was like, oh, we should go from bottom to top in regards to the Constructors Trophy. Stake has 0 points.
0 points.
They have not scored a point.
0 points.
I didn't realize that.
Yeah. Valtteri Bottas.
That's crazy.
Is 22nd in the championship right now.
Behind Ollie Behrman and Logie. No. Is he behind Logie?
Yeah, he's behind Logie.
Oh!
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Actually, well, now, right. Okay, so we have, how many more people? Look up the standings. Valtteri Bottas. Yeah.
I'm looking.
Because you have Colapinto.
Checking.
Loss at checking. We are checking. 23rd, right?
23rd.
Oh, my God.
How is he? This may just be for dramatic effect, him being behind Sargent and Joe.
No, because Valtteri has finished less races.
Oh, really?
Yes. He's had more DNFs.
So eventually he will go over, hopefully. Maybe. He'll go over Logie.
No.
No?
Unless he scores a point. He's fucked. He's completely fucked.
How fucking funny is that, dude?
What a fall from grace for Valtteri Bottas.
I mean, it's not him.
It's not him.
It's not him.
It's not him.
I want to be clear. It is the car.
It is the car.
If Joe, for however bad he is, was wiping the floor with him, then we could say Valtteri's washed.
Yeah.
But it's the fucking car.
It's the car.
It's very obvious. But Steak is coming out with a specialty livery for Vegas.
Yes, dude. Steak F1 team, Alfa Romeo Steak, Sauber, Kick F1 team, Sauber, Alfa Romeo, Kick Steak, F1 team, Audi, Sauber.
I'm going to take a nap.
Find an Identity, dude, has come out with a new livery. And now, I think it's pretty fucking sick.
That is cool.
Now, aside from it being a livery that looks like Nickelodeon slime got slapped onto the side of it, onto a black car, they brought in those retro flames. What?
You know, it'd be sicker.
What would be sicker?
Sicker is if it was glow in the dark.
Oh, you would never know. You would never know.
And it was a night race.
Yeah, right. I know. Now, I'm all for it because, listen, if you're going to have a shitty car, at least, make it look cool.
Yeah.
If you're going to have a minivan, put some fucking flames on that bitch, dude.
Which goes into the conversation of Red Bull canceling the livery.
Oh.
It's like so full disclosure here and the cat's out of the bag. Red Bull canceled the Vegas livery because of weight concerns.
To save weight, and it was going to be a retro livery to 2012 or something like that.
Like a Jensen Button.
Sebastian Vettel.
Sebastian Vettel.
Button, yeah.
But they canceled it because of weight concerns. Whereas Steak's fuck it.
Fuck it, dude. We're going to be in the back anyways.
We got a
load
minibus.
this bitch up.
This is a walking billboard. We don't give a fuck.
We don't give a fuck, dude.
How many pounds is this overweight? 30 fucking pounds?
They're like, cool. Throw the kick on there and let's fucking make some money.
They're like, did you remember to scrape off the old paint? They're like, nah.
We just slapped it on over it. It's actually stickers.
It's magnets.
It's magnets and stickers, dude.
That's fucking funny.
We don't give a fuck.
Dude, the Red Bull livery would be so sick, though.
But you know what's crazy is is it that sick? Kind of, I guess. But the only reason it's sick, I feel like, is because it's relative to we've gotten the same Red Bull livery for the last 6 or 7 years. So it's anything different, we're like,
well, it's nostalgic too. It's back to
Sebastian Vettel.
Right. It's back to
Daniel Ricciardo.
Different day and age, which I think people are like, give me more.
Yeah.
We want that. I mean, I think in any walk of life, any sport, if you do anything that's retro or nostalgia, people will eat it.
They eat it up. And I eat it up too. I fucking love it.
I do.
Now I think the only Red Bull livery that will never be beat is 2021 Japan. Or was it China? Japan, I think. The all white livery, dude.
The what would they Rosebud or something?
Something like that.
Yeah, it was so sick.
All white livery. Red Bull.
White is clean.
Just do that.
Right.
Except for the Haas. Haas is It looks like a hardware brand.
Yeah.
It looks like hardware, like power tools and shit like that.
Kind of is.
Is it really? I think it is.
Yeah, it is.
I saw a Haas van on my way to Glenwood Springs one day.
Haas is manufactured like manufactured car parts.
Ah, okay.
I think that's where Gene makes a lot of his money.
It's definitely not from Formula One, dude.
Or NASCAR. They are no longer a manufacturer team. They will only be giving out charters.
Wow.
Haas will no longer be in NASCAR.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
They're done.
Yeah.
Gene, you son of a bitch, dude. You get rid of Gunther. And then you lose your NASCAR team.
Yeah. Speaking of, I appreciate you bringing up Gunther because it allows me to segue into something I wanted to talk about.
Yeah.
Speaking of Gunther, could you rattle off the just out-of-pocket quote we heard the other day about Lando?
What are you talking about? Alain Prost, you mean?
Yeah.
What does Gunther have to do with it?
I don't know. He just says out of pocket shit. And he just speaks his mind. I thought it was a good segue. No?
Yeah, no, it was fine.
All right.
All right.
I mean, it was fine.
It was fine.
You're stupid.
Listen to this. So Alain Prost.
Just someone saying out of pocket stuff.
Just some guy, dude. Alain Prost. No one really knows who he is. He's not really an established person in F1. He says, quote unquote, for Lando, you need to give him a dominant car and team orders so he can fight for a title. And even then, he'll still fail. He's useless, unquote. Now, Alain Prost, wow.
Yeah.
That is insanity.
Do you know who? Does it say who he said that to, or in what context?
No.
Oh.
No.
Can I say my line that I
Listen.
used earlier?
Yeah.
You give anyone a fucking microphone, and they think they know everything, and they can say whatever the fuck they want.
But listen, Alain Prost, dude. You have no right, man.
Yeah.
You have no right
Who
to
do
have
you
a
think
microphone,
you are?
dude, to just say whatever you want and have crazy opinions on Formula
Where
1.
do you get off?
Where do you fucking get off, Alain Prost? Prost.
What have you ever done for the
Yeah,
sport?
exactly, dude. God, you give him a microphone and he just says crazy shit, and he just thinks that's okay.
I swear to, if I ever met someone like that, I'd slap him in the
I'd slap
face.
him in the face, dude. You don't deserve to be able to say shit like that. This is Formula 1.
Do you know anyone who's like that?
No, I personally don't.
Neither do I.
I've never met anyone like that, except for Alain Prost.
But you haven't met him. So.
I haven't met him, so no, I haven't met anyone like that who says crazy shit just because they have a microphone.
Fuck those guys.
Fuck those guys, dude. Seriously. Now, listen.
We say
Listen.
that sarcastically,
Sarcastically
obviously,
as
because
fuck.
that's all we do here.
This is the MO of this podcast. But, like, listen, man.
That is a wild claim.
Listen, is there some truth to that? Maybe a little bit, but, like, man, that's wild.
Yeah.
That's just I mean, like, you're obviously, like, a prominent figure in the sport, and you have done a lot for the sport. So, like, saying something like that, it has a lot of weight, man. Now, take it how you want, right?
Right.
But that carries a lot of weight coming from that man.
I will say, I don't know if you would agree with this sentiment, but I feel like I'm pretty optimistic.
Oh,
I'd say
wow.
I'm an eternal optimist, huh?
I am most certainly not that.
You are the negative.
You saw that.
You are the negative part of this
You
show.
saw that tonight.
Yeah, I did. I saw that firsthand. But I feel like you could say that. Like I'm the positive kind of side of things and see a different perspective maybe.
Okay.
I just wonder what context that was taken in. That's why I wonder about the interview and seeing the whole quote is like it could be, hey, what are your thoughts on the battle right now? And what has gone wrong for Lando?
I think if those really are his specific words, there's no context where that would be like okay.
I guess.
I'm not okay, but I'm just saying
guess.
like
I mean,
there's
it's
no
okay. It's okay to have that take. It's
Right.
just kind of brash.
I think he's just he's from the fucking 80s, 90s, like where you just said shit, dude, and like and people were just like that's just who people are during that time. Now it's a very sensitive kind of crazy time
I don't know.
where everything gets picked up, which is why we're talking about it.
He's also in the media. He could just be like, well, I might as well just say something off the fucking wall.
Just to say relevant.
Yeah.
He's always relevant.
No, not relevant. Just to have like, imagine being on a talk show that you have to come up with content for 2 hours.
Right.
Like he could have just like said it during one of those times where he's getting interviewed and he's like, bro, I just gotta keep saying stuff to stay stuff.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, like the comments on this are crazy.
I don't think it's that wild of a comment though, dude.
The comments to the post.
No, I know. But I don't think it's like
Okay.
that crazy for him to say. Like at least he's real and just saying how he feels about the situation.
Right. But like I said, it carries so much weight. Like, imagine being Lando Norris, dude. And you're like,
He'd be like, okay, this old fucking geezer said something, like, whatever.
That's true. I mean, but at the same time, it's like, this is like a legend in the sport, and he's just like totally trashing me. So I think like McLaren, here we go with the McLaren shit, but like, and you know, I've talked my fair share of shit about Lando, McLaren,
Oh,
what they're doing
absolutely.
over there. But listen, to play devil's advocate to myself, I think there is they weren't prepared to be where they are right now.
Right.
They-
I think they right.
They didn't expect to be like,
They
oh
were-
shit, our car is better than theirs.
They were hoping to be at this point, and then it came to fruition.
And they're like, we actually
oh,
didn't
shit.
expect this. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. So I think their sights were more set on 2025, 26, and then all of a sudden they're like, oh, like this needs to happen now.
We're in a good spot.
Right.
Yeah.
And they didn't realize it until it was too late. Like the whole thing with Oscar and Lando, like back in, what was it, Hungary? Like,
Yep.
switch position. Like,
They're
it's
like,
just,
oh, maybe we should have handled that differently.
right, exactly. Because I mean, Brazil wouldn't have been that big of a blow to McLaren, right?
Right.
So, I don't know. So going back to his comments, is he wrong? I mean,
At face value, no.
saying he's useless is insanity. For Alain Prost to be like, yeah, he's useless outside of the best car on the grid and team orders, that's
That's got to be some kind of like crazy context or question that
it
was
has
asked
to
of
be
him.
that, because that's insanity.
I think if you asked him, if he was sitting here right now, and you'd say, "Hey, does Lando have any use?" I'm pretty sure he would come up with
something better than no, absolutely not.
a number of reasons why Lando deserves
Right?
to
Yeah,
live.
he would be like, yeah, give him the death penalty, dude.
Right.
Alain Prost is like, give Lando the death penalty.
No.
He's useless.
This is a time where we should have probably done a little bit of research.
For what? What have you done, Alain Prost? What have you done in Formula One, dude, to be talking about Lando like that? Unbelievable, man.
Don't talk about my internet crush like that.
Yeah, exactly. Do not talk to Lando like that, dude. He's got a hairline that I want.
Yeah. Yeah.
How dare you? How dare you?
What else is there, Ev?
Well, yeah, I guess. Okay, I guess we beat that stupid fucking idiot piece of shit horse to death.
No, I was just wondering, was there anything that we wanted to touch on?
Cost cap.
It's not okay. It's not like I'm in a rush. I just wanted to make sure that we weren't forgetting anything. Cost cap increase.
Yeah. So
What is it? 135 to
135 million euros to
Okay.
215 million euros.
Okay, my first and initial thought is, and it may be a question, but do you think that's to account for inflation on a global scale, or is it, hey, we've kind of strapped these guys for cash. We've kind of realized that they may need to spend more than this.
Right. I think
It's
it's
probably
a mixture
mix,
of
right?
both. Because I mean, think about like Haas, or that's probably a bad example because they've been crushing with what they have this year. But
Right.
like Stake or I mean, just like
But does-
Williams,
but do
like
you- but
these
do you
low budget teams, it's not like they really have any room to go any. They're gonna be there. Williams is a sister team to Mercedes, right? Like it's a feeder team to Mercedes. Let's be real about it.
Do you think Stake and Williams have the ability to spend up to 215?
That's what I'm saying. Like even if they did, they're not gonna have the personnel to staff that place to create a better car than the Mercedes, the Red Bulls, the the Ferraris, the McLaren. You're just the best people do not want to work there, right? Like, it's a stepping stone to get to those top teams.
Yeah, yeah. Right.
So if you're going to raise the cost cap, that's not going to do much for these lower tier teams.
But it may allow them to go out and to spend more money to get better talent.
That's true. Yeah. But I mean, like, talent, there's a glass ceiling to who you put in a shitty car.
Yeah, but it's also, I think you alluded to it. It's a stepping stone, and you may have there's there's the teams that are at the same level. So to be able to say, hey, we are willing and able, like for Williams to say we are willing and able to pay you more to come here as opposed to stake, all the better.
Midfield battles, right? Like,
yeah.
It would just be more for a midfield battle, but like they're trying to even out the playing field throughout the whole grid. And it's like, you're not going to be able to do that just because, like,
I wonder
if Red Bull is offering me $2 million to go there, as opposed to Williams offering me 2.5, but Red Bull has bonuses for getting points, for winning. I'm going to sign with Red Bull because I want to be a part of a winning program.
I wonder if revenue share has anything to do with...
Possibly. Maybe that's why Newey went to Aston Martin.
With this. Or this is a move that is the starting domino that the payouts will be higher for where you finish in the constructors.
Yeah.
Because they may need to or want to raise the payout for the constructors, but they're like, if our payout is here, and your operating budget, let's just say for ease of number, your Mercedes and your operating budget without any help or revenue share from the FIA is $100 million.
Yeah.
And then it comes in that, you finish first in the constructors and they're like, oh, we're going to give you $100 million.
Yeah.
And your cost cap is 135. You're like, okay, well, I'm just leaving 65 million euros on the table that I don't know where to go with.
Right, exactly.
So I think it may be that first domino that it's like, oh, we're increasing because Formula One is doing so well that we need to increase what we're paying out for where you finish in the constructor's trophy.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, it's true.
Finance guy.
Big finance guy, dude. Big finance guy. But listen, so is the raise of the cost cap, do you think Red Bull's going to be able to afford their catering?
They might.
No?
They might. And it may not be an issue.
They cheated, dude. They fucking cheated, bro.
Remember when we talked about it? It's like, that's so funny. It's like creative accounting. You could pay for your new brake ducts. But it just so happened that you're able to say, oh, it was the catering.
It was the catering.
It wasn't the brake ducts.
We paid for the brake ducts earlier, and now, listen, hey, FIA, do you want our guys to go fucking hungry, dude? Do you want our guys to go fucking hungry, man?
Right.
We're trying to feed people.
Yeah.
And you're not going to let us feed people?
Yeah.
FIA? Fuck you guys.
I think it's a good thing that the cost cap is going up.
I agree.
It's only an improvement to the end product, right?
Yeah. Right. I want to see the baddest shit out there. I want to see the baddest shit
when there's more money injected into something, the better it'll be.
Right. And it's crazy. Like, I think, these cost caps are going down to like we said, 135. At one point,
135 does not seem like a big number.
It is not
for these corporations.
Right.
Like, that's what they are, corporations.
Exactly. And so Red Bull, I remember reading something that at one point Red Bull was spending like $440 million a year.
Right.
And I mean, Mercedes.
Dude,
Ferrari, the same.
Could you imagine having to be the accountant and finance guy of saying yo, we need to go from 400 million euros. We're going down to 135.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Yeah, exactly. We have to fire so many people. You guys are going to be out on your ass.
Yeah.
Good luck in NASCAR, you fucking pieces of shit.
Whoa, dude. Relax.
Relax, dude. Relax.
I like NASCAR.
Okay. I forgot. But that is cool. A crazy jump. I mean,
I love it. I love it.
I personally don't. I'm like, hey man, spend $1 billion. Let's see how fast you can get your fucking car.
You're saying like no cost cap.
Yes.
I like the increase.
I do like the increase.
You like the increase.
I like
inherently.
the increase. Yeah, of course. Because those lower tier teams are gonna stay there. They're not.
Right.
Do you ever foresee Williams being like, we signed Carlos Sainz, we have
Contending.
James Vowles, like
Right.
this is it. We're gonna be at the top now. Absolutely not. I mean, like maybe it'll take several years, but
Maybe. I mean, McLaren, like as you were becoming a fan of Formula One,
McLaren
was in the dog days.
right. But at the same time, McLaren is also a car
Has a
company,
different
and they
budget,
can
yeah.
fund their own shit. What is Williams like? What do they sponsor? Doralton? What even is that? Duracell? Come on now.
You know what Duracell is.
I know who Duracell is. I use them all the time. I'm basically an investor in Williams.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
The one cool thing was, and then I do want to get to predictions, is the fact that they're accounting for Audi being in Switzerland.
That's right.
And Switzerland's labor costs are higher, so they're
Way
giving
higher.
them extra money.
Exactly.
That's cool.
Um,
Good for them.
and also like you're a starting team, like you're gonna need a pretty large investment to even compete
Get
or
off
even
the ground.
get caught up. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you want to hit the ground running. I mean, you're going up against Stake F1 team, Sauber F1, Stake Alfa Romeo, Stake Kick Sauber F1 team.
That's the same.
Find an identity, and you're going up against them, and they have magnets on their car.
That's the
They
same
have
team.
stickers. Oh, that's right. Regardless, but they're taking over. But like,
They're taking over a dumpster fire.
exactly,
They have to.
and they have the funds to do that now.
Yeah.
So we don't know anything.
You don't know anything.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't know anything.
Any hoodles, dude.
All right, Ev.
Viva Las Vegas. Now, what do you think?
I want to try my new system I was pitching to you.
Wow.
What?
Yeah.
Of just going down the line. What were you
Okay.
going to say? What do I think?
Well, I was just gonna say, what do you think of Las Vegas as a whole? What do
I've
you
only
think of
been
them?
once.
Okay. What do you think of them racing there? What do you think of what were your expectations last year, and then how did they exceed them? Because this was like,
We were saying it's going to be dog shit because the last time we saw a street course being introduced to us, we got Miami.
Yeah.
And Miami, I think, still leaves a bad taste in our mouth.
Yeah.
And that's what we're expecting. And then it goes into the weekend where the manhole cover fucks everyone's practice. Everyone's all up in a tirade. And then we get the race and we're like,
it's
did
the
you
best
just
race
see
of
this
all
fucking
time.
race?
The best race of all time.
Why haven't we been racing here for years?
Exactly. Yeah.
Eons.
That was fucked up. And this is when we were just starting, so we still don't know how to talk about it, but like, we didn't know what we were talking about.
We don't.
We didn't know how to present
Yeah.
our ideas, right?
Now we can fake it.
Now we can fake it a little bit. But it was fucked up that they got kicked out.
Yeah. But it also was 3 a.m, so.
But also,
Okay, but now we can look at it from like a logistical standpoint of you have to pay the fucking security guards there.
yeah. Well, their budget cap just went up, so you guys can pay them.
You got it. You're good. All right. Here we go.
Peach can only tie me at this point.
Oh yeah,
You're down by 3.
I'm fucked.
Yeah.
I'm fucked. But so the order that I have from bottom to top is Stake, Williams, V-Carb, Haas, Alpine, Aston, Mercedes, Red Bull, Ferrari, McLaren.
Yeah. Okay.
And my suggestion was we just go down the line and we say who we got.
All right.
I'll start.
Go.
Okay. So I have Valtteri. I have Calapinto. I have Yuki. I have K-Mac. Is he back? I hope
Yeah.
he's back. I hope he's not sick.
He's out of
anymore.
Guantanamo Bay. Yeah.
I have Pierre. I have Fernando, just because I will never say Lance Stroll. I have Lewis, Max, Chuck, and Lando.
Copy that.
Just waiting on you.
All right. Well, I don't have the.
You all right?
Sure. All right. Steak. Yeah, BB. I mean, like,
Obviously.
obviously. Williams.
Albon or Calapinto? What are you feeling?
I'm going Colapinto. I love Colapinto so much. Hey, we didn't talk about this. Supposedly, Colapinto is dating a chick with 3 children. How old is Colapinto?
20?
21, maybe? 20? She has, allegedly, Colapinto is dating a woman with 3 children. And he's like, give me that baggage.
Weird.
Give me all that fucking baggage, dude. I think
we-
Colapinto
We can't go on here and ostracize someone for that. But
I'm not ostracizing him. I think Colapinto is a dog.
he just may be a mature man. He's like, I'm ready,
ready for
this. I'm ready for this. I would like to settle down.
Like, meanwhile, Lewis is what, 36, 34,
Zero kids.
36, 0 kids,
That
0 wife.
We know of.
Yeah. Inviting OnlyFans models to his fucking place. Williams, yeah, I'm going Colapinto.
Just do it. Yeah, there you go.
Decarb, I'm going Lawson.
Oh, the new boys.
Haas, I'll go Hulk.
Ooh. So we have 2 differing right now. Okay.
I didn't have to do the whole thing. Alpine, who did you put? Pierre. Is it Pierre? Pierre.
Yeah.
I'll put Pierre too.
Gasly.
Gasly. And then Aston, I will also go for Fernando Alonso
Fernando.
because
We will never utter Stroll's name.
Mercedes. Ooh, that's a tough one. George is historically better at new tracks than Lewis Hamilton.
It's not a new track anymore.
I guess you're right. Let's go.
Go George. Just do a GR.
Yeah, fuck it, dude.
GR.
Actually, I can't go against Lewis. We have enough fucking Lewis.
Whoa, that was cool.
That was cool. Did you know you could do that?
Yeah.
Max, of course. Why are we betting? Why is anyone betting on Checo? Ferrari, Chuck.
Checkles.
Well, now that the championship is off the table, is McLaren going to be giving team orders? Now, Lando had a pretty big fucking crash last year.
Yeah.
He didn't even crash into anyone. He just lost the car.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go with Oscar.
all of that. Let's go, Oscar.
Let's go, Oscar.
Fuck yeah.
And that's what we got, people.
Awesome.
We have nothing to bring to you. We are horrible at our job.
Well, good thing it's not our job.
Good thing it's not our job, dude. We are not monetized. Probably for good reason.
Nah. We're great, dude.
Yeah, we're so
This is
sick.
great.
This is great.
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
It is.
It is.
It is.
We love you guys.
Thank
We'll
you for
see you after
listening.
Vegas.
We will see you after.
Viva Las Vegas!
Hey!
Viva! Viva Las Vegas!
Cool. We love you, people. We'll see you next week. Bye.
No slimy flag. Bye.